Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to your seats. The show is about to begin.
Well, hey there, Littermates. Welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I'm your host, Boss Kitty. It is Wednesday, and it is beautiful outside. It is 75 degrees. It's perfect. I couldn't ask for any more as far as spring weather goes. I think I told you guys before, Oregon used to be 75-degree weather all the time in spring and early summer, and I miss it so much. It's just perfection. Good evening to you as well, Megan, Miriam, Marie, Tina, Casey, Kelly, who else is on this screen? Roxanne, oh my gosh, Brittany, hello, hello. Thank you very much, Lillian. These are my favorite sunglasses in the whole world, and I don't care that I stole them from a teenage girl. She willingly gave them to me, actually, but still. Anyway, I still can't find my glasses, so I was like, I'm just going to put my sunglasses on and see how long I can crochet in them. Probably not very long, to be honest. But here we are, and it's a gimmick, right? Summer shades. Absolutely. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit tonight. Bumble is over here. I've been spinning for almost 2 weeks now, and I figured you guys probably wanted to see something different for a little bit. So we're gonna go back to crocheting on my Scrappy blanket, which I'm pretty excited about. It's been a while. Hello to everyone. If you are new to the show, welcome. We're thrilled to have you here with us. We do this on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then throughout the show itself, we will have little giveaways. It's called the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. And the only way that you become eligible for that is if A, you are a subscriber. So hit the button now. And also if you chat it up with us. And then tonight is also the last show in April, other than a Patron show, but still, last show in April. My brain has exploded at that concept. I can't believe it's almost May already. So what that means is that we will be doing our subscriber giveaway next Monday, which is a $30 gift card to bosskittyshop.com. So you'll want to be a subscriber, and you will want to comment on one of our VODs from this month. And then, of course, as it says up here, Local Yarn Shop Day is this Saturday, April 29th. So go to your local yarn shop and check it out, because I guarantee you that they are doing something really cool. They always do. Wild Knits is doing a ton of stuff. They're doing giveaways. They're doing early mimosas in the morning. I'll be there with a trunk show. So much stuff is going on. And if you don't have a local yarn shop, if that is not a delightful privilege that you have in your neighborhood or in your city, we would be honored if you considered us your local yarn shop, and you can head over to bosskittyshop.com and pick up some goodies if you want. In fact, I hear that some of the BKDK weight has been restocked. In fact, a fair amount of it has. And I'm going to continue to restock throughout the rest of this week because we're getting ready for Local Yarn Shop Day. Oh no, JK. Poor thing. It could just be before Yarn Shop Day. Exactly. April went so fast. Is there a show on Monday? Samantha, yes, absolutely there's a show on Monday. You caught a cold from your best roommate and you're cranky about it. I don't blame you. Just finished your hexagon cardigan 10 minutes ago. Elizabeth, congratulations. Make sure you get that picture up here. That's the other thing, you guys. Deadline for our make-along is next Monday. So make sure you get those pictures in the make-along Discord thread. It's the completed make-along thread, so that people can vote. And you vote with the heart emoji. We're gonna officially make the cutoff next Monday, and then we'll take a week for people to vote, and then we will reveal the winner of a $50 gift card to bosskittyshop.com the following Monday. So lots of giveaways next week and the week after. BKDK is so squish, recommend very much. Oh, thank you, Yarn Pirate. So with all of that in your beautiful, wonderful, amazing minds, let's go ahead and get started on tonight's craft. I am working on my Scrappy Scrap blanket, and I've got these out as examples. These are the last few I've made. They're all very pastel-y, which is not me usually, so this is kind of a surprise, but whatever. These ones were the fairy fart ones. Got some blueberry blender in here. I need 520 some odd of these for the colorful ones, and then the same amount in probably, I think, Packy is what we were thinking. I debated soot, really debated it hard, but I think I'm gonna go with Packy. Torrential downpour. Barely have enough interwebs to see a pixelated BK. Matt, I'm so sorry. You poor thing. And right now I'm working on it in Havisham. So that's what's going on here tonight. We've got kind of a little bit of a sad, empty space here. Let's fill that up a little bit. There we go. Look at that. It's like magically all sorts of cool stuff. It's now just hanging out with us. Okay. Hi, Rashana. Helping family, coming in a little bit late. You're not late. You're just on time. Always remember that. You guys are never late. I promise. And this is actually the final row for this square, and then we'll move on to the next square. Someday I will be finished with this blanket. Not that it matters. It was supposed to be a blanket for the back of our couch, and now we have a very fancy Pendleton blanket that I got for a holiday gift for the back of our couch. So I have no freaking clue what we're going to do with this once it's done. I could make it even bigger, I suppose, and throw it on my bed, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of knitted or crocheted blankets as my go-to bed blanket. Quilts I'm all for, like, you know, sewn stitched quilts. Those are great, but I love knit, I love crochet. Just for me it doesn't work for a blanket where like I'm snuggling to go to sleep. Hi Samantha. Why am I wearing sunglasses? Because it's 75 degrees and I am celebrating springtime. In fact, I believe Monday is May 1st, right? So yay Beltane. Yeah, I'm celebrating the warm weather. And because I'm a grown-up and I can wear my sunglasses whenever I want, wherever I want. And they're also just really cool sunglasses. Show and tell is 100% up. Thank you so much, Yarn Pirate. And you guys can always just go check in Discord. You will definitely find it. Just started a spiked granny lapgan. Ooh, wall hanging with sound dampening properties. Interesting. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, for the blanket. I was like, what are you talking about? For the blanket, that's not a bad idea. We have packing blankets throughout this whole room. That's how we take care of our sound issues. When we have sound issues. My hair is tickling my neck today. Hell yeah, spring finally showed her beautiful face. Here, Megan. You're only at 70 degrees here. It's supposed to be 84 degrees on Friday. I've moved all of my raised beds to where they need to be moved to. I'm filling them up with dirt right now. I'm hoping to get my plants in next week. I'm going to do tomatoes, grow my tomatoes, maybe some heirlooms too. I don't know. Or cherries. We'll see. Tomatillos. Did I say that right, TK? I'm making a salsa garden. Some cilantro, some peppers. And then I'm going to do pickling cucumbers, which I'm very excited about. So, and then a few other things that I haven't really thought through yet. But I've got 8 raised beds to work with, and they're 2 by 8, I believe. So, lots of space. And the soil here is freaking magical. I'm not even kidding. It was in the 60s all day here, and you loved it. That sounds so nice, Rashana. Crochet, oh my gosh, yeah. Get on it with that weather. Tell your weatherman, fix it. Or weather person. Has you feeling under the weather. Brittany, it does that. It's exhausting on the body, especially if it goes back and forth in yo-yos. Like your body has to kind of catch up, and it's not great. There we go. I think it's supposed to be 79 on Saturday during local yarn shop day, which is great weather for that. So I'm stoked. We'll see. It's not too hot either, which means, like, you know, because I go in full Boss Kitty costume to these things, which means that I will be I'm a little tall. Let's fix that. There we go. That's better. It means I'll have my skirt on, my boots on, my long sleeve poofy blouse on, the ears, all of it. So there's a lot of layers going on with that usually. And sometimes it gets a little warm. Last time we did a wild knits trunk show, it was August, and it was toasty for sure. Oh, it is a dream, Jinxie, for sure, for sure. I love it. I've never been a gardener. I've never done anything with a garden because I've never really had one of my own. But I seem to be taking to it really well. Every day on my lunch, I'm out there either moving boxes. I ripped up all the daffodils because I'm not a daffodil fan. I mean, I don't hate them, but there were a lot in my backyard. TK moved all of the stonework today so that he can reshape the yard and create new pathways and things. Yeah. There is one section of the huge section where I don't know if she was prepping the soil for a garden or what, but it's this mound of dirt that's been covered by a tarp. We pulled it up today, and a bunch of bugs, right? And it's really moist and almost clay-like because it's so moist. So I went ahead and dug some up and put it in my garden cart, and I'm waiting for it to dry a little bit just to make sure that it's the same consistency as the other dirt because I don't want to screw things up. But if that's the case, I'll go ahead and fill my beds with it. But I don't know what we're going to do with that space because it's between the house and the shed, and trying to walk between the two just, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird space to have a garden area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have my water right here, Samantha. What kind of herbs? Let's see. We've got some thyme that's already really substantial. I've got a really nice rosemary plant out there. I've got some mint. I want to get some chamomile or something out there. I want to do some tea herbs and then also some cooking herbs as well. I do have a Russian sage as well. I think that's edible. I have to check. I have some BKDK from a friend that is a circa 2021. I was wondering if that base is about the same as what you have now. So I'm going to figure out a held double gauge for a sweater. Okay, so Matt, it is definitely the same base because we haven't changed our base on any of our yarns except for Cat's Cradle, and that was way back in 2016. So it is definitely the same base. Tell me what colorway it is. Let's discuss what the actual colorway is because the dye lot's not going to be the same unless by some insane possibility, which happens. I happen to have some of that dye lot. But what we can do is if you take depending on what colorway it is, either it's really easy for me to match, or if you take a picture, I can do my best to get as close as possible. Mint does grow crazy. I'm not tired at all. Do I look tired? Thank you, Matt. I had to ask though, right? I love that you were on it before I even said it. Okay, look at that. One square down, you guys. So beautiful. And it's just in time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. You guys got 3 minutes until our first round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and chat it the fuck up with me. It might be a compost pot. So I have 2 large compost bins and then one I've put in as well. That she had started. I mean, she gave us a pretty amazing foot in the door as far as garden space goes and what to work with. There we go. Beautiful. T. Lambert, that's right. It is your birthday, and you know what that means. Happy birthday to you. I hope your birthday today is absolutely amazing. I hope you've had the best. I hope you had a delicious dinner. I hope that you got to do something exciting and fun just for you. I hope that, I don't know what I hope. Whatever it is that you wanted to have happen today, I hope that happened. Today you're 40. You're goofy and excited for ice cream cake. Welcome to the 40 Club. I'm glad to have you here with me. So far, it's been pretty excellent, actually. 40's not been terrible. I've, let's see, I've been a little healthier physically and mentally. I bought a house with my best friend, which is amazing. I got you guys. Like, 40's been pretty stellar, so, yeah. I don't know how 41 will beat it. Low-level activities right now. Okay. on Monday, and you're part of the way done with one for your coworker. That's awesome. You want to plant some rosemary and basil because you cook with them a lot. I think that's a great idea, Rashana. I would really like to plant some basil. I think that's pretty great. I have to look at what can grow here and what can't. I think basil can, though. I think that one's pretty standard around here. Oh my gosh, these are starting to hurt. Okay, we're going to take the sunglasses off because I'm having some issues in my ear. It's being irritated and not happy right now, as you can see. Okay, but you guys know what time it is. It's time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof-em-ups. Let's head to our main screen. Figure out who our lucky winner is tonight. Okay, we'll get the boring stuff out of the way first, and then we're going to pick that winner. Ouch. No. That's not how this works, Nightbot. Let's try again. Jinxie, did you already win? Let me double check. I thought that we had, but you might not have actually. Jinxie, you are eligible to play. Woohoo! Congratulations on being our first contestant of the evening. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Let's go ahead and bring that wheel out for you. Hello, wheel. You're so beautiful in all your colorful glory. Okay, so here's our beautiful wheel. It's got some wonderful things on there. There's an Adject Animal sound, there's dad jokes, there's blinky rolls, there's Ravelry patterns for $10, Ravelry patterns for $5, merch codes, which are good for a free button and sticker, yarn tarot, and free shipping, both international and domestic. And of course, there is also Game Over on there, as we all know. Okay. Jinxie, I'm going to go ahead and spin this wheel for you. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on.
Game
That's
over.
Shitballs. I'm so sorry. Well, Jinxie, I'm sorry that the wheel was rude to you, but I'm going to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I adore you, and I'm so happy that you're part of this community, and thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate it. Plus side is this does mean you're eligible to play again on Monday, so thank you. Wheel, get out of here.
Bye.
So rude. Okay, let's get back to it. What the hell, wheel? Right? Get out of here. Get out of here. 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to come right. Whoops, I did that wrong. Then we're going to come down here. Make a little circle. So, I know I have a fair amount of Supernatural fans in here, like the show, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Have any of you guys watched The Winchesters yet? It popped up on HBO Max finally, and I've started to watch it. I'm a few episodes in, and I just want to know what other people think of it. So there you go. I've thrown that out there into the peanut gallery. Where can we get the pattern for this blanket? You can get it on Ravelry. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. Give me 1 second, Samantha, and I can go ahead and the name of it because I never remember it, as you knew. Love the Winchesters. Awesome. So I have mixed feelings about it. I'm a handful of episodes in, like I said. I felt like the first few episodes were kind of timid and a little weak. And I couldn't decide if that was because it was the writing, which was not the best, at least in the beginning, or if it was just that you already know to a degree what's going to happen with some of these characters, and so it's really hard to invest in it in some sense, right? Because you know where they're going, what's going to happen, and you're not worried about them dying because they're not going to, quite frankly. So that kind of made it a little difficult. I will say that there was one episode, about 4 episodes in, I think, where it finally actually caught me, and I was like, oh, this is good. This one's been interesting, and I became a little more invested. And the few after that have been much better. I don't know, did they say whether or not they're going to give them a second season? Or, because I know that there was discussion of canceling after the first season, which, even with my critical thoughts on it, I feel like that's unfair. I feel like, honestly, Supernatural Season 1 was not stellar, writing or character development. Most first seasons of any show are kind of shaky, so I hope that they give it a chance to kind of grow a little bit, and we'll see what happens. The Battenberg pattern, thank you so much. Yeah, Matt, I would definitely watch it, especially, I mean, if you're a fan of Supernatural, definitely watch it. You had not heard such a thing existed. Yeah, yeah. It's been interesting so far, like I said. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? It's worth watching for some Easter eggs and special guests. Absolutely. And it's interesting to watch the characters that are playing John and Mary depict those characters as younger people. You definitely get some of the nuances and little things that you would have picked up as the older characters, and I appreciate that. That's good. Clark Kent's in it. Not really, but like, what's his name from Smallville that I can't remember right now. It's completely gone from my mind. You're so far behind on most of your shows. Rashana, I watch a lot of shows while I'm working, especially if I am not on phones that day and I'm just doing data entry. They're usually on in the background, and it has to be a show that I don't have to follow really, really closely. Like, I've never watched The Sopranos, and it drives TK crazy that I will binge other shows, but I won't watch The Sopranos while I work. And I explained it to him. I said, listen, I watched the first 2 episodes with you, and I have to pay attention to that show. Like, there's a lot going on. I will miss stuff if I'm not fully invested in it. So I can't do that while I'm working. Oh, yeah, he plays Superman. Remember? Yeah. Carnival Row and Titans. I haven't watched either of those. You would love to go and see the house. That would be really cool. Just finished the library Doctor Who for the first time. Oh, my God, that episode kills me every time. River Song is a babe and obviously going to be important. She's amazing. So amazing. Matt, just hold on to the seat of your pants because it's going to get a little cray-cray after this. Oh, speaking of Doctor Who, I do have news, my lovelies. So it has been asked a few times what the price point is going to be for the Doctor Who box sets. Because, as you know, Doctor Who double box set Doctor Who inspired double box set drops on May 26th. It's less than a month from now. Oh, actually, it is exactly a month from now. Holy shit. Is it the guy who played Lex Luthor by chance? No. Anyway, so they, where was I? Oh, yeah. The price point. So what we're doing, it's going to be 5 skeins of yarn in each box set. Each box set is going to be $150, which is our standard price for 5 skeins, or for the box set. And it's 4 skeins of Cat's Cradle and then 1 skein of Kitty Glitter. There will be an additional skein of Kitty Glitter that patrons will have an exclusive access to. It's a patron-exclusive colorway, and they can add that on to their box set for an additional $20. So there's that. And you can add one to each. If you buy both sets, if you buy both box sets, you can add a skein to both of those sets. You're allowed to do that. If you buy both box sets, you get the 2 of them for $275. So you get $25 off. You basically almost get a skein of yarn for free is what it comes down to. So yeah, it's $150 per box set. If you buy both of them, it's $275. And if you are a patron and you want the additional patron exclusive colorway, it is an additional $20 to each box set. So if you buy both of them, you get the $275 price, and then you add $20 on for 1 skein of your patron exclusive colorway. And if you only want one, you only have to get one. But if you want that additional one for your second box set, you have to add an additional $20 on. That's how it works. Take my money, please. I bought some acrylic fiber for 99 cents yesterday. Can I spin acrylic fiber? I would think yes. I've never tried to spin acrylic fiber, and I don't know how that would work. I mean, clearly it can be done. I don't know what the process is there. I don't know how it would apply to itself or stick to itself. It certainly in most cases would not be comfortable on your hands to do, because you're basically you're spinning kind of a coarse man-made material. It doesn't have a lot of natural oils or anything to it, so it's going to dry out your fingers most likely, and kind of make them rough. I'm super excited too. There you go. Matt's got you. You got to blend it. You can't do it just by itself. Tom Welling Small. Yes, Tom Welling. Thank you very much. That's his name. He plays the younger version of Samuel, Mary's father. So I was pleasantly surprised to see him. I was like, hey, look, it's Clark Kent. I binged that a few years ago, actually, maybe 2 years ago. And it's funny because I loved that show when I was younger, when it first came out, and I was, I think, a teenager, early 20s, something like that. I loved that show, particularly because of Lex Luthor. However, going back and watching it, it is such a hot trash garbage show. And I still love it. Like, it's that garbage that you eat like a little raccoon and you're like, yes, it's so delicious. Love it. Oh, you can regularly spin it. You know, at least 2 people spin it, regular spin it. Oh, that's good to know. I have no idea. Your TARDIS backpack is waiting for a photo shoot. Yes, Jessica. Excellent. Thank you, Taro, for sure. Behold our workspace TK has made, especially for me because he loves me. That is floor paneling, four floor planks on my wall, because he's like, hey, we own this house. I can drill these things into our wall. And I was like, yes, you can. And of course, we have our little wedding photo down here that you guys can actually see, which is very sweet. I've got my beholder and mittens over here, made by my DM because he's so awesome. Got little bits of everything back there, and we'll add to it. We always do. Yes, Megan, thank you. Don't forget to hit like and to subscribe to the show. If you're a subscriber, there's a really good chance you might win something cool tonight or on Monday. Seriously, so don't forget. Oh, Anastasia, that's fantastic. Congratulations. How many squares in this blanket? Samantha, too many to count. No, it's like 1,050 or something like that. Like close to 1,100. I don't remember the exact number, but it's a lot. You dislike when you pull yarn from the middle and it spits half the yarn out. Yarn barf, yes, that is a real thing. Now, I'm going to be honest, it happens with most yarn. It happens with a lot of yarn. It happens with our yarn for sure. Not all the time, but it does happen. It happens to the best of us. I've noticed that yarn barf tends to happen more with lighter weight yarns. And my theory behind this is because the yarn is light, right? It's easier to flop right out. It doesn't have the oomph to keep it down. So fingering weight, that's going to happen with lace weight. Oh my gosh, it happens with lace weight all the time. Is the beholder also a dice bag? No, he's not. Can I move him? No, he's on the wall. Okay, so the beholder is an old record. I don't know what the record is. I'd have to look at the back of it. My DM is an awesome artist. And he actually made this for TK for the holidays a few years back. But he put a beholder on here, and then he added Mittens and took Mittens' microphone, and instead of keeping it as a microphone, he took his microphone off and made it into a wand. So he's casting spells in the beholder, which technically the beholder's looking at him, so Mittens can't cast spells, because if a beholder's looking at you, you can't use magic. It's an anti-magic zone. But I'm not going to fault my DM for that, because it's still really, really cool. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. 1,050 is too many to count. Exactly. You've got 2 pounds on sale of acrylic wool blend to test out. So as soon as you can say thank you, I would love to know. One small chunky-ish skein, and now you're working on a skein of thin yarn. I love it. Loops and threads, chunky grands. Ooh, do you single, 2-ply, 3-ply? That's a great question, Anastasia. I mean, I've done them all. I am a fan of the 2-ply. And the 3-ply, actually. Does that rule hold if the caster doesn't have a face? Yes. Yes, it does. Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, my nerds, I believe that it also affects magic items. So any magic items that you have on you that are activated at that time are also nullified. Like they just go out. Not permanently, just while that beholder has that particular eye looking at you, because they have different types of eyes. So let's look at this again for a second. Are all the eyes looking at Mittens? Yes. No. Wait. Okay. This eye's not looking at Mittens. This one's not looking at Mittens. This one's not looking at Mittens. That one's not looking at Mittens, and that one's not. So there's a good chance that the eye that would do that is not looking at him, but I've always assumed it was the big eye. That's just me assuming silly stuff. Because all the eyes do different things. But Mittens Universe Magic does, exactly. Make a chain ply ball. YouTube is a great tutorial. Ooh, I'll have to check that one out. Does the no magic zone hold if the beholder is blinded by a laser pointer? Lillian, I suspect that my group of wizards is going to have to fight a beholder sooner rather than later, and I will try that and let you know if it works. I'm going to guess it won't work, though, unfortunately. Only if it's a beholder kitty. Okay. So the corners, super simple. You do 2 double crochets and then 2 chain stitches, then another 2 double crochets. And those chain stitches, they make the corner, right? You've got bump, bam, and then it curves, and then bam, bam. Did I answer your question about the square? I don't know, Samantha. Hold on one second. I might have you repeat it because how many squares? Yes, I did, and I think a few other people did too. There's about 1,050 squares in the blanket. For sure. You went onto Discord looking for the AI patterns, but you couldn't find them. Casey, if you go into Discord here, we'll go on a little trip to Discord together. Hold on one second. Let me just get it up real quickly. Boink. Okay. There we go. So I'm in Discord. I'm going to kind of minimize it just a little bit so you guys can see the side over here. Okay. So off on the side right here, you see it says show and tell down here, and it's highlighted. Above show and tell is AI make along patterns. And all of the patterns are in here. And I actually tagged everybody with an @everybody as well. So this is where all those patterns are. Have at it, kiddos. The Battenberg blanket, yes. Wearable blanket pullover. I'm still working on a blanket and started a hearts blanket yesterday. That's crochet. That's amazing. Oh, Josie, it was so good to see you, though. Have a wonderful evening. Awesome. Yeah, we tried to make sub chats for him and everything, but when you do that, so we can't post things that are longer than a certain amount of space because we don't have the Ultra Nitro, which is dumb, but whatever. And so instead of paying a bunch of money to be able to do that, we just decided not to do the sub chats, and we posted them in pieces, but you guys should be able to go in there. And then the idea is that you should be able to, when you post pictures of whatever you make, just say which pattern it was so that we can compare and contrast. You guys have about 10 minutes, a little more than 10 minutes, until our next round of the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Up. So make sure you are a subscriber. Make sure the like button has been pushed. Because right now I know there's a lot of you out there who haven't pushed the button yet. And if your finger is hurt, I totally understand. And then also chat it up with us. Oh my goodness. Water, why do you taste so good? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, right in this corner, 2, and 1, 2. And then it's just 7 across. Yeah, I'd love to know what everybody's working on tonight. That's a great question. Also, TK and I had pizza for dinner tonight, which it wasn't great. Normally I don't get pre-made pizzas. I do the customize your own pizza, and TK's go-to is usually pepperoni and mushrooms with some garlic or feta on it. My go-to pizza is Canadian bacon, pineapple, jalapenos, and mushrooms. So I'm curious what everybody else's go-to pizza toppings are. Join us. The nighttime is the right time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're back in the corner again. No worries, Megan. You can chill all you want. Just hang out. No big deal. There we go. Lillian, congratulations. That's amazing. Miriam, your go-to is just mushrooms. It was my favorite when I was a kid, was just a plain mushroom pizza, extra mushrooms. Very nice, Roshana. Oh, congratulations, Samantha. I can't wait to see it. Continuing your AI-designed raglan. Nice. Pair of socks for Mother's Day. Oh my God, Mother's Day is next month. We got some cards for our mothers. I'm very excited about them. You go back and forth between mushroom and spinach or pineapple and black olive. Sounds delicious. Cheeseburger pizza by Minsky's. I've never had a cheeseburger pizza. Oh my goodness. Crochet, can you send those my way? Pepperoni and mushrooms. Pineapple. There, you said it. Because pineapple on pizza is delicious. Depend on your mood, but often mushrooms. Also, pineapple and pepperoni is a good combo. I had this BS wheat bread tortilla diet pizza tonight. It was rough. I didn't believe it was 400 calories. Matt, okay. I don't like the word diet, but that's okay. As a fellow trying to eat healthy person that did not do it tonight, by the way, my go-to healthy pizza alternative, you can get these whole wheat pitas. They're about this big. And it's just pita bread. But I'll take that and I'll put my toppings on top of that. And number one, it's a portion control trick because it's a small little pita pizza, right? And I like to say pita pizza. And I stick it in the oven and melt everything on top. But the bread is nice and chewy, but not so thick that it's mushy. It gets a little bit of a crunch to it. It's perfect. I absolutely love it. So good. Pita pizza. Plus, like I said, pita pizza is really fun to say. Sausage, jalapenos, diced tomatoes, and pepperoni. Great choices. Pepperoni and cheese crust. You also like pepperoni, pineapple, and black olive. Delicious. It's perfect, Lambert. It's 75 degrees. Oh no! Well, hello, raw meals. Or some sort of Thai chicken pizza. My mom gets this spicy pizza that's got honey drizzled on it. It's so freaking delicious. And at Blaze Pizza, I'll order the meat lovers, no onions, replaced with mushrooms. Yeah. That's okay, Vicky. I'll eat your pineapple for you. JK, that just means more for you. Spinach and Alfredo pizza sounds delicious. I agree, Catastrophe. Pita pizza is a great thing to say. Yeah, definitely try it out. I love it. TK doesn't usually like pizza substitutes like that, and he likes it too. We tried tortilla pizzas. I wasn't a fan, really. This has a little more oomph to it. And I want to say it was between 300 and 400 calories, depending on what you put on it. I put Canadian bacon, pineapple, and jalapeno on it, with a little bit of sauce, and then a little bit of skim mozzarella. Okay. I say this to you, but then I should also point out that TK and I ate a whole package of Oreos in the past 24 hours. Because neither of us can say no to Oreos. If one of us is like, I love ice cream. TK can say no to ice cream, no problem. He loves potato chips. I can say no to potato chips, no problem. There's something about a freaking Oreo cookie that one of us is like, do you want Oreos? And the other one's like, oh my God, yes. And then they're gone. And the thing is, it's really hard to find the small packages of Oreos that have like 6 Oreos in them. If they made half packs of Oreos, I'd be thrilled. You love all the veggies on the pizza. Me too. Cauliflower pizza is delicious. You can't have regular pizza. That's okay. You have a recipe for cauliflower pizza and eat it with spinach. Also, like I said, cauliflower crust is so good. You make a summer veggie pizza and use ranch dressing. Oh, it sounds delicious too. Cheese is your downfall. Mine too, Jeremy. Yeah, cheese is not great for me. It does weird things to my tummy sometimes, and I don't care. I will not give up. I will not give up cheese. I've mostly had to give up ice cream, although sometimes I'll still make myself hurt over that. But I can't give up cheese. They were double stuffed, yes. Which I never get. I always get the regular ones, but I got double stuffed last night. TK said something about it too, and I kind of shrugged it off like I didn't realize what I was doing, but I knew what I was doing. Sam's Club has Oreo packs like that. I get them for the kids. Oh, see, I don't need like, but do they only sell them in bulk? I just need like one sleeve of those every 6 months or so. We don't do it very often. It doesn't happen very often, but if there are Oreos in this house, they do not stay in this house for more than 24 hours. We're cookie fiends. Oh my gosh, different flavor freaking Oreos. Have you seen the trip? No. Oh, I don't know if I need that much stuffing in my Oreo. TK loves popcorn. I'm really not a big fan of popcorn. It's not worth the husk to me. Like, it gets caught in my throat and stuff. I'm not a fan. And right now, I can't eat popcorn. I'm not allowed to. Like, flat out. It's funny because when you get braces, they give you this list of things that you can eat and things that you shouldn't eat and things that you can replace this or that with, right? Like it says tortilla chips. It says try to avoid tortilla chips, but you can have all these other types of chips. Stuff like that, right? Chicken, it says, you know, if you're going to have chicken wings, make sure that they've been deboned first, or that you're eating boneless wings, basically. And then they've got popcorn on there, and all it says next to it is don't eat it. No popcorn. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not my thing. Most people love popcorn. Pour a mix of butter, sugar, and hot sauce. Yup. So we do and this is the only way I do actually even enjoy popcorn if I'm going to enjoy it. TK likes it with butter on it, and then we have some ranch topping that I can put on it, or cheese topping sometimes, like the powdered stuff. But most importantly, we always have brewer's yeast in the house, and that goes on top of the popcorn. And I will say, popcorn with brewer's yeast on it is pretty damn delicious. You love the chocolate cookie part, not the filling. Okay, Miriam, I prefer the chocolate filling part, or the chocolate cookie part to the filling. And normally that's why I don't get double stuffed. I don't know why I wanted them last night though. But normally I'm 100% in that box with you, where I would just prefer the cookie itself. But that's about it. It's just the movies. Popcorn with peanut M&Ms. Popcorn with butter, cinnamon, and honey and sugar. I know a lot of people who do that. I was bad and would still eat popcorn. Rashana, so I actually had a bracket pop off this last time because I ate chicken wings. TK and I had chicken wings for lunch, and I was not a good kid. Did not take it off the bone first. I just went right in, and then all of a sudden my wire got really tight, and I was like, uh-oh. And I felt the bracket pop right off, and I was like, well, that just happened. Oopsie-daisy. That was on my canine, too. On the good canine, not the bad canine. You go against the trend. You like the Oreo thins. Yeah, see, they're delicious. Oh, I didn't know they made gluten-free Oreos. Now I'm intrigued. Honey and sugar sounds so good on popcorn. I'm the person who eats the middle part and tosses the cookie. Brittany. That's okay. See, people like that. Like, I'm not going to give them a hard time. My mother hates pickles. I think she's nuts, quite frankly. I think there might be something wrong with her because she cannot stand pickles. But you know what? That just means more pickles for me. When I was growing up, that meant that I got pickles off her plate when we went to a restaurant. If we had pickles in the house, because my dad liked pickles too, then she wasn't going to eat them. Same here. If there's something that I love that TK doesn't love, it just means I get more of it. Pickles. He doesn't hate pickles, but he's not in love with pickles the way I am. Garlic, salt, and nutritional yeast. Yep, brewer's yeast. It's delicious. It's the only way to go. And I had never had my popcorn that way until I met TK. He opened my eyes to a whole new world. Pickled okra. No, and I love okra, so now that has to happen. Damn it. You guys, 1 whole minute. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're chatting it up with us. Make sure you hit that like button because we are almost right there at the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. You just got your Girl Scout cookies. Yes. Excellent. You would buy the center of an Oreo in a jar if you could. I bet that you could get that, actually. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like marshmallow cream, right? You buy a jar of marshmallow cream when you're a kid and you're just like, ah. Or you make a fluffernutter, which is peanut butter and marshmallow cream on bread. In case anybody's wondering, that is what a fluffernutter is. And once again, here at the Fiber Show Boss Kitty Live, we are talking about food. And on that note, it's time! Yeah! It is time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Let's go ahead and just slide this right on over. Get the boring stuff out of the way. And let's pick a winner. You prefer the thin Oreos, however, mint Oreos. Oh, mint Oreos are so good. Michi's crochet hook or nook. Yes, absolutely. Wheel it up, baby. You are our winner, our second winner of the evening. Let's get that wheel. Michi. This is our wheel, and it's here for you now. Just you, my dear. Nobody else. It's just focused on you, and I'm going to push the spin button, because we all know what's on this thing. My stream deck's about to fall over. There we go. You get a blinky roll. What?
Congratulations, you're a winner.
You are. It's true. Okay, Wheel, thank you for playing nicely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And now it's time. Okay, Michi. Here we are. We've got this lovely, lovely, lovely setup right here. I've got my D20, which is blinking right now because I just moved it there. But you get to choose between these two beautiful skeins of yarn. We have BKDK weight in Widow Flower, or we have our Kitty Glitter line in Forest Park. So I'm going to roll this D20. If I get a natural 20, you win a skein of yarn. Free on us. We'll pay for shipping and everything. It's just our thank you to you. So let's make this happen. I'm feeling lucky for you. Right? Okay. That's a 10. I mean, we're halfway there, but
Game over.
it's not a 20, unfortunately. Oh, Blinky, why do you do this to me? It's no fair. Well, I'm so happy that you played, though, and we appreciate having you here. I love talking to you every day and just having you be a part of the Boss Kitty community and family. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. Okay, you guys, I think, you know what? I did all that work today in the yard, and my back hurts, my shoulders hurt.
Time to stretch.
Kitty Kitty's not wrong. Okay, so I'm serious, actually. I did a lot of work in my yard on my lunch. It's a lot of this, right? Plus, I have this, I told you guys, I'm having issues with my bicep where I can't extend it all the way, so that's been a problem too. So we're gonna go ahead and extend our hands forward. Oh, hello. And bring it across like so. Oh, something just popped. And you kind of just want to stretch your hand as far as you can. The more you stretch the hand that you've got across your shoulder, or I mean across your chest, the more of a stretch you're gonna feel throughout the arm and into the shoulder. Blinky is mean. Physical. Mishi, thank you. You are too. Okay, so we're going to do the other one. I cannot extend this hand all the way, unfortunately, right now. So we're just going to do it gently, like so. Because I can't go any further. I will hurt myself, unfortunately. And never go any further than you can. Not everybody's 100% looks the same. And that's okay. It doesn't have to look the same. You know, your win might not be somebody else's win. And who the fuck cares? Just take the win for you. Okay, we're gonna extend forward again. We're gonna pull. Oh my god, that feels so good right now. You don't even realize how much work goes into, I mean, I'm sure you do, but damn. Now I know why people who do construction all day long are beefy. All that arm stuff going on. Okay. Gentle with this one, so I'm not extending all the way out, but it's because this is just in my forearm, I can go ahead and pull on these pretty nicely. I don't have to worry about that bicep issue. Feels so good, you guys. Hi, Maritza. How are you? And I'm just going to kind of roll out my wrists a little bit. That's nice. So, had a little bit of weight loss in the past few months. And my ring over here is trying to fall off. I don't want to get it sized because it would be very hard to size. I have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Okay, we're going to flop our hand forward. We're going to press down on the top of your hand. You're just kind of stretching your wrist, basically. Hippo monkey, what a great time to pop right in. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, that feels so good. And then the other one. And I can feel this one right into here, but I think that's from all the shoveling, honestly. Oh. I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I hope that these stretches really help you kind of just bring your day to a nice, nice relaxing close, right? You know, just get all that stuff, all the tension out of your body. Just let it all go. Think on something pleasant. You got stress at work, you got rude customers, Jinxie. They're not here, who cares? Fuck them. You don't gotta worry about it, right? You've got a yarn show coming up, you know, in a few days and you're not quite ready for it and you still have a lot of yarn to dye and you're pretty stressed about it. Don't worry about it, who cares? It's gonna get done. What's gonna get done is gonna get done. You were at the school from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. so you're a little fried but good. Oh, then you definitely need stretches, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stretch my shoulders back once again. I cannot fully extend my bicep and my right arm, so I can't right now, unfortunately. But this feels really good. Is that your wedding picture behind us? That is my wedding picture. Let me see if I can grab it. I'll show it off to you guys. Our anniversary is actually coming up. It'll be the end of next month. There you go. That is me and TK at our wedding. Hippo Monkey was there. He's got his face all scrunched up. My hair looks like I have way more hair than I actually do. We will have been married 8 years this year. This is Nyla Jane right now, and yes, the day's been pretty good. How about you, Nyla Jane? My day has been excellent. I got to get out in the sunshine and work on my backyard garden, which I'm very excited about. I've never had a garden of my own. I got some work done for work. I got like 40 skeins of yarn dyed today while working. Crazy. And they were able to dry outside because it was so lovely. So yeah, I've had a good time. 2 hippo monkeys. That's amazing. I love it. Thank you, Megan. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Miriam, Tina, thank you so much. You have to wear your wedding ring on your middle finger because you've lost so much weight. Crochet, congratulations on that. That's awesome, though. Oh, there we go. Do those ring fingers. Just like so. I'm going to pop my knuckles personally because I can. And then just kind of wiggle it all out and we're good. Got all our stretches out. You guys should do your backs and your legs when you can. If you can do it now, great. If not, no worries. I do them later usually. I did it while I was sitting today. I usually stand at my desk and I've been sitting the last few days. Well, actually yesterday I stood because Gracie's been really pushy and she's wanted to be on my lap. Oh, Rashana, thank you. Thank you very much. They have been pretty great. I mean, you know, they have their ups and downs for sure, but all in all, they've been pretty fantastic. We've been together for 11, I think? 11 years or 12 years? I don't know anymore. Hold on, let me think for a second. 9, 30. 12 years. I was 28. Oh my god, 12 years. There we go. Now I can see the two of you. We got a hippo monkey and an Elena. Fantastic. Thank you. Great. That means Hippo Monkey, I can tell you all the dirt on your mom. I'm kidding. You probably know all the dirt on your mom anyway. Right there into the middle of our ring. We're going to do a set of 3. So you do little bunches of 3s in the beginning. 3 double crochet. And then 2 chain. And then 3 double crochet. And that's establishing those corners that we were talking about, right? So those 2 chains are each of your corners. And the 3 double crochet make up the sides. It's the meat of your work, if you will. It was so wonderful. There was a lot of love and twirling. There was. I'm still bummed out that I had to miss your wedding, unfortunately. Due to a trunk show, guys. 100%. Silly Boss Kitty bull BS. It was local yarn shop, or not local yarn shop day. It was Rose City Yarn Crawl. It was huge. 2, 3. But the pictures were beautiful. We'll come right into here. Like so. 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. So you come back over here to that 4 chains that you did. And you just kind of slide it over, and now you've created your wee little baby granny square. 21 years this August. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Your mother had a secret last name today. Ooh, she was spicy. I love it. Love it so much. You had to take your kid's old bike to Goodwill. Soon you're getting your DIY laundry detergent done. Very cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to say it again because we've got some new people. Not new people, but some people in who missed out the first half of the show. So real quickly, let's just talk. Local Yarn Shop Day is this Saturday, April 29th. If you have a local yarn shop that you love and adore, go support them. This is their day. It's a day to celebrate the shop. You go in, they usually have some really cool goodies going on, trunk shows a lot of the time. But, you know, definitely, even if you don't buy anything, just go in and show your support. If you're local, if you're around in the Pacific Northwest, specifically, I can't talk, almost said Seattle, Salem, Oregon, I will be at Wild Knits in downtown Salem, Oregon, doing a trunk show. They're going to have a lot of really cool stuff going on. They've got goodies that they're giving away. They've got little stitch and bitches they're doing. And of course, I'll be there. So definitely come check it out if you can get over there. And if you don't have a local yarn shop, that's okay too. I know not everybody has one. So if you don't have one and you want to join in on some of the festivities or just look at yarn, I would be honored for you to think of me as your local yarn shop. So please feel free to go over to bosskittyshop.com, check out the goodies we have because we have been restocking all week. So that's the first thing. Second thing, Doctor Who inspired double box set drops May 26th. That's 1 month from today. TK is putting the logo together. The patrons are going to see that before anybody else does. We're also going to be dropping the survey in Patreon for our patrons to choose their patron-exclusive colorway, which will be kitty glitter. So we'll give you guys some options for characters or things to be that will inspire it, like the Madame Mim that we did for the Toil and Trouble, and you guys get to vote on which one you want. Just because something isn't chosen, don't think that that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to get put in the box sets. I'm just giving you guys first pick at a few things. We've figured out the pricing for the box sets. Lots of information all at once, guys. So it's 5 skeins of yarn. 4 are Cat's Cradle, and 1 is Kitty Glitter for each box set. And there are 2 box sets. Each box set is $150. If you buy both of them, you get $25 off. It's $275. And then if you're a patron, you can add that patron exclusive colorway to your box set to make it a 6-pack for an additional $20. And you can do that for each box set you buy. So if you buy the 2-pack of box sets for $275, then you can get 2 extra skeins of patron exclusive yarn, $20 each. And if you buy 8 box sets, you can get 8 skeins of the patron exclusive yarn. That's just how that works. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. We're here to answer those, obviously. Okay, my spiel is done. 20 years in August. That's amazing. 14 years of marriage in June. Parents been married 42 years this June on the 13th. The 13th is a lucky number in your family. Very nice. Michi, that is together 26 years. That's amazing. Married almost 24. Doctor Who box set will be your anniversary gift this year. You already informed him of this. I love it. That's so great. Okay. Will she wear a scarf or tie? I don't know. I can't make any promises because I don't create the labels. Those labels are TK 100%. He might run them past me and I might give him some ideas or suggest that he change something, but he is the man behind the curtain when it comes to those. And they're always fantastic and creative. I've said that the late night double feature box set was not my favorite box set, and I've explained why, but the label for that one might be my favorite label. It was pretty fantastic. The splatter set label was really good too, even though that one was really simple. It was just blood splatter on the label. And our first one for the Critical Role box set was pretty cool because Pounce had a D20 for one of her eyes. I know, he's so good at it. Oh, it's so sweet seeing loving longevity in relationships. Not gonna lie, I have been single a long time, and I'm the happiest that I've ever been. Brittany, that's beautiful. That's a relationship with yourself, and I think that's really important. You would be amazed how many people jump into relationship after relationship because they are terrified of just being alone with themselves. I mean, I've done it. A lot of people have. Most people have done that at some point in time in their life. Ever bring in your male kitty to say hello to us? Will he ever bring Con in? Possibly. You guys, Con is going to be 9 next week, actually. May 4th is his birthday. He's my little Star Wars baby, which is why he has a Star Trek name, right? He's going to be 9 years old, and he has been showing his age this past year. He used to be my little leaper. He would run and chase all the time, full of energy. And when Hazel passed, he aged a lot. They're only a year apart. But he was still pretty active. And then I would say this past year, yeah, he's just chilled. He's fine. He's healthy and everything. But he sleeps most of the day. Doesn't get out of bed with us when we get out of bed anymore. He's fallen a few times trying to jump up on tables and things. The jumps that he used to be able to make, he can't really make anymore, and oh god, it breaks my heart. So TK bringing him in here in his hands and trying to put him on the table, it doesn't quite work the same way it does with the other 2 kitties, but he might be able to. I can talk to him about it for sure. It is a lot of work. We've been together for so many years. You're just saying how happy you are alone. And I will say this. If COVID and quarantine taught me anything, it's that you time, alone time with you, like that separate space, whether or not you're in a relationship or not, is essential. You absolutely need it. I have friends that TK is familiar with and, you know, friendly with, but they're not, just because they're my pals don't mean that they're his pals. And I have hobbies that he doesn't necessarily share, and I frequently go out and do my own thing, and he frequently goes out and does his own thing, and that's okay. That's the way it should be. We do stuff together as well, but really, you know, that time apart, a time where I get to go and do the things that I enjoy doing that he's maybe not that into, and vice versa, that lets me recharge my batteries, lets him recharge his batteries, and it gives us a hot second to miss each other too, right? Like, you can't miss a person if they're always around. You think of Bleach and DC. I didn't know it was a Star Wars reference. It's not a Star Wars reference. It's actually a Star Trek reference. He was born on Star Wars Day, May 4th. It's Khan, as in like the Wrath of Khan. Khan! That's who he was named after. Just so I could yell Khan. And when he was young, trust me, it happened all the time. Khan. Okay. You guys have about 10 minutes until our final round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Up, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit those likes, and make sure you chat with us. You absolutely have to do your own thing. And you can start to see him getting less energy, more naps. Alone time for the win. We're married, not joined at the hip. Yep. If we were joined at the hip, I wouldn't be able to fit in my pants, and that would suck. Congratulations, Megan! Okay. Right there. Slide into here. Just doing these corners real quickly. Every show seems to fly by. Elizabeth, they really do anymore, don't they? There was a time in the very beginning when I was on Twitch where it felt like they dragged, and it was just that I wasn't used to pacing it. But man, do they fly by. Yes, please, 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 please. Megan, share in Discord. Go to Show and Tell and share your dice bag. We'd love to see it. Shire will be 13 on July 2nd, and since I have been making her dog food, she's been running around like a puppy again. I love it. Stormy Time, hello. How are you tonight? It's so good to see you. Okay, guys. Let me see here. Where is it? Where are my sounds?
Magic wand! Make my monster!
I never have a reason to push that button, so we're just gonna push it.
I have more pleasure just beating the brush than anybody in the country.
Wow, Bob. Is that a euphemism? Bob. That was inappropriate, sir. Let's try that again.
Scraggledy.
What the fuck?
Just grab it and pop it. Just
Nope,
pop
we're
it up.
done. He's on one tonight, apparently. Bob is spicy tonight. You have a green one up, and you're going to put the blue one up soon. Wonderful. Very excited to see them. Oh, by the way, Knit and Craft posted pictures for Show and Tell on Monday, and being silly me, I said that she was working with Craft Girl Summer, and I was mistaken. She was not. She was working with Durwood's Bane, which was the kitty glitter colorway from the Toil and Trouble box set. So my apologies on that, you guys. Oh, Bob. Think of making Wednesday her own kitty food. You want her to be as healthy as yeah, for sure. Grab it and pop it. I know he won't let up. Okay, we'll try one more time.
And just beat the devil out of him.
I know that there are some in there that are like really sweet and inspiring. I don't know what the hell is going on, but seriously. Bob, I think you need to go in timeout. You're gonna get me kicked off YouTube. Okay. So I think we're gonna end up getting through 3 of these tonight. That's very exciting. Staying with us. She is not moving. Congratulations. That's really exciting, Marie. Spicy Bob tonight. For real. Like salsa spicy. Now I want tortilla chips, which I can't have. That's just a classic Bob. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's super great news. Here, you can have some confetti, my dear. With a rubber ducky and everything. Okay. I love the way Havisham crochets up, by the way. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to just slide right in here. Bloop. The back. Clip that right off. Pop that right over here. Now we're up to 3. We've done this evening. That's pretty productive. And I'm eyeballing the ends. It's actually been pretty decent, if I do say so myself. You're overwhelmed in whips. Just found out Hulu has the Golden Girls. I know, Megan. So there was I think it was 2019, I was getting ready for Oregon Flock and Fiber, which is like weeks and weeks and weeks of preparation. And I pretty much just binged all seasons of Golden Girls while I prepped yarn. Poor TK in the other room. This is all he heard for 3 weeks.
Thank you for being a friend.
And a few months before that, I was super duper sick and I binged a lot of Cheers. Like a lot of Cheers, and loved it so much because I had never I'd watched Cheers as a kid, but I hadn't like watched it, you know, in order. Loved it so much that I just continued to binge it and watch it. That one though, he actually sat and watched a lot of it with me because he loves Cheers. 5 whole minutes till show and tell, show and tell, show and tell. Does anyone else love the Grumpy Old Men movies, or is it just me? I've never watched them, Crochet. Started reading The Hobbit because you haven't been feeling well. I swear it gets better every time I've read it. I've only ever read it once. You like the colors of the yarns. They are so pretty. Jocelyn, thank you. This is Havisham right here, and this is how it crochets up. It's got purples and greens in it. And then these two, this one's Kitty Glitter, and it's called Forest Park. And then we carry this in Cat's Cradle and in BKDK as well. And then this one is Widow Flower, which we also carry in Mohair Ball and Cat's Cradle. And then, I mean, we've got some other colors too. Like this is Fairy Farts crocheted up as an example. It's one of our most popular colors. It's so fun. And some Blueberry Blender. Yeah. And then what do I have in here? I don't even know. Ooh, this is really, really, really old Henson and Oz. Henson and Oz does not look like this anymore. It has evolved because that's what happens as an artist, is your craft gets better. This is probably about 4 years old, this skein is, because it's from a sweater I made for myself years ago that I gave away. But I enjoyed making the sweater. You prefer Frasier to Cheers? I couldn't get into Frasier. I don't know, just couldn't do it. I mean, I didn't dislike it. The Cheers bar set when you were in Boston for a family wedding 2 years back. Megan, that's awesome. You played a drinking game with your partner, and aunt called Drinkopoly. I called it done after 2 shots. My partner had like 8. The game only took an hour. I don't think we were playing the game again. Oh my goodness, Goth. Cheers to that. Oh my goodness, that's insane. I think you're the winner in that one with your 2 shots. Took the night off when you've been watching Netflix Sabrina, the new TV show, and also Wacko and Keep Sweet the Warrant. I think the only one I've seen is Sabrina. I have not been to Temu yet. Lots of things you would love there. I've seen some of their stuff, but it's so cheap that, like, it's so inexpensive that I'm like, is this real, or is this like Wish where I'm going to get it and it's going to be a quarter of the size? Has anybody actually purchased anything from them yet? I would be interested to know what it's like. Favorite all morning dickhead. That's great. Do you know what TK says to me every morning for 8 years? The first thing he says to me? Coffee. And sometimes I'll make him coffee. And sometimes I go, make your own. And he goes and makes us coffee. And that's love. So Woody at Hempfest in Seattle years ago, he was throwing items to people from a convertible. Megan, I love it. Do you happen to have anything made with As You Wish you can show? Kayla. I don't have anything made with As You Wish. I used to have a shawl made out of it, but it was also old school As You Wish, much like the Henson and Oz is. I will say that As You Wish is similar to Havisham. The only difference, because it's the same green, the only difference is that the purple is more of that maroon color. It's more of kind of a plum purple. So it would probably crochet up very similar to what Havisham does, where it looks like a little field, except for your field won't have lilacs in it. It will have more of a plum colored, like bleeding hearts or something like that. You've loved the things you've ordered. Oh, interesting. Good to know. Do you have a brick and mortar, or is it just website? You go to Salem every now and again and would love to squish all your fibers. Megan, oh my heart. So, I do not have a brick and mortar, but Wild Knits in downtown Salem does carry our yarn. and we will be there this Saturday for local yarn shop day. So if you, Megan, if you make it down to Salem this Saturday, I'd love to see you. You can come by, say hi. All of our yarn will be there to squish away. We'll have a whole lot of BKDK, and we'll have a fair amount of Cat's Cradles. I mean, we'll have mohair ball and kitty glitter as well. We'll have a fair amount of Cat's Cradle, but not everything will be in stock. But we will have a ton of BKDK. So just so you guys are aware. But I'd love it if you came down to see us and squish. But if you can't make it this Saturday, yes, anytime you're in Salem, Wild Knits has our yarn. Holly is really great. If you ask her where the Boss Kitty yarn is, she'll show you. Same with Eugene. If you go to Cozy, Karen and her staff there are perfect. They're amazing. They're wonderful. Ask them where the BK yarn is and she will point you in the right direction. She's so funny. Every time I come in, she's like, you have a following of people who watch you and they come in and they are here for your yarn. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. She's like, yeah, it's amazing. Okay, guys, guess what time it is? It is time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof-em-ups. That's right, it's our final round for the day. We're going to go ahead and head over to our handy dandy I can't talk keyboard. Put the wheel before the cart there. There we go. Who's our winner going to be tonight? Oh, Michi just won. She can't win again tonight. She can win again on Monday, though. But Nightbot clearly has a thing for you. Marie Howlett, I don't believe that you have won any time in the past 2 weeks. So you are our final contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof-em-ups for the evening, my dear. Congratulations. Let's get that wheel up for you. There it is. Wheel. It's been too long. It feels like it's been at least half an hour. Okay. This is the wheel. It's got a lot of shit on it. We've been over it so many times. In fact, we've been over it 74 times to be exact. One for each show. I'm just going to spin this for you, Marie. We're going to see what happens. It did fly by, right? That is a Ravelry pattern for $5.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Marie, you are a winner. All you need to do is you need to head on over to Discord. Message me privately. Let me know what your username on Ravelry is and which pattern you want me to gift you. Just remember that it can only be the amount that the pattern costs can be $5 or less. It's got to be within that $5 range. So you just need to give me your Ravelry username and a link to the pattern that you want, and we will gift it to you as a thank you for being a subscriber. We really appreciate you being part of our family. Wheel, until Monday. Wheel, I think you should probably go visit your local yarn shop too. It's really important.
Goodbye.
Oh, whatever. Get out of here. What a way to end the night indeed. We love all our subscribers. You guys are so fantastic, and we don't know what we would do without you. And we don't know what we would do without our patrons either. So we have some really great patrons over at patreon.com/bosskitty. Too many for me to name, so we like to roll them through the credits right here. As patrons, not only are you helping to support the show and the business and make things bigger and badder at the Boss Kitty Labs, I don't know if I should call them labs, headquarters, but you also get some really cool perks. You get early access to box sets like the Doctor Who box set that's coming out. You guys get it before anybody else does, 48 hours in advance with a cool little party we do. You guys get flash sales from time to time. Depending on what tier you are, you get free shipping. You get tote bags, stickers, stuff like that. You guys get Fleece to Finish projects, which is happening this Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, right here on the set. We're gonna be working with our fiber from our Shetland. So all sorts of cool things. I sing. I don't dance, but I do sing. There's patterns, all sorts of stuff. It's our way of saying thank you to you for going that extra little mile. And we really appreciate you guys being our Littermates. Thanks so much. And you too can become a patron over at patreon.com/bosskitty. By the way, when we hit 75, TK is going to throw some haikus up there, and we are pretty damn close. I think we're within under 10. Like, I think we're around 68 right now. I'd have to go check, but we're really, really close. Okay, and with that, it is the time that I know most of you have been secretly waiting for. It's cool. It's the highlight of my evening as well, to be honest. It's time for show and tell
Time to clean
stitches. Yes, and you get a craft hole with TK. Patron-exclusive craft hole with TK next month. Really exciting about that. So if you're a patron, you don't have to wait for 1,000 subscribers. You can just watch it next month with him because he's gonna preview one for you guys. Okay, we're gonna start with Elizabeth84, who just finished weaving in the ends of her cardigan that she just started not too long ago. So this is amazing and gorgeous. I'm so happy you jumped on this train, even if it was late in the game. It looks great. I like how long yours is. It looks really cozy. All the colors work really well, but they still have that air of chaos to it. Oh, it's so good. Make sure that you post a picture of it in the completed make-along pictures. Just one picture. It can be on, it can be off, whatever you want, and that way we can vote. And your 6-year-old holding a friend we met today. Ground snake, not venomous. Oh, this is so wonderful. What a great learning experience for your kiddo. Not to be afraid of things like garden snakes, right? And also the coloring on that snake is gorgeous. Oh, he looks so happy. I hear it's a quick crochet. I really want to make one. Crochet Mom, this is the blanket that I started last night, trying to decide if I should switch colors or continue with the blue. I gotta tell you, this is such a light blue that I thought it was white. I think that the blue is beautiful. If you have other shades of blue, I think it would be neat to incorporate that where you kind of do a gradient through there, you know? But if you stuck with this, it would be perfectly fine. I think it's gorgeous. And your stitches look perfect. Where's Shauna? So my amazing son found a half-price Wagyu when we went grocery shopping together. We had Wagyu, artichoke hearts, mashed potatoes for dinner. The last picture is of the dice bag I'm making for my son. Yeah, that is pretty phenomenal, actually. That doesn't happen. I found a nice, basically almost a prime rib, pretty much, for the same way. It was like $20 for an $80 cut of meat. Right after Easter is what it was. It's the quick sale. So good on your son. Oh, that looks delicious. Artichokes. And your dice bag for him is amazing. I love it. I love the stitch definition on it. The color is perfect. Like, it's kind of got that mystical. Like, it could be bloody. You don't know. It could be magical. Who knows? But it's very adventure and action packed. The color is like it's reds promote a lot of activity. So you can get your brain going. They're the sativa of colors, I guess. So good choice. Samantha, here's a picture of my tree that I did in program today. Beautiful. I love the red dots. I don't know if they're apples or cherries, but I love them. I'm going to say that they're apples. That's my guess because none of them are below the green line. And then you've got another one. This pattern is great. Love it. And I know you showed this horse off before, but it is such a cool horse. We can definitely show it off again. That is pretty cool. And it says inspiringdesigns.net down at the bottom if anybody's curious. I think it's made completely out of fiber. Megan got my wisdom teeth out yesterday, so I've been on a crochet, eat, and sleep cycle since I got out of the chair. Stuck with soft foods for the time being, so blended tomato soup with sour cream is a go-to. My puppy Wonder being the best nurse. Oh, this looks fantastic. Seriously, I love the way it's turning out. Also, I really like your crochet hooks. I hope your mouth is feeling okay. I remember when they went in to attach the chain to my canine up on the roof of my mouth, like my mouth hurt for days. So I can only imagine with wisdom teeth what that must be like. But it sounds like you got a good nurse and you have delicious tomato soup, which is like tomato soup and chicken noodle soup with dill in it are the two go-tos for when you're not feeling well. Hello, nurse adorableness. Look at that. So sweet. Pumpkin lurking today because of D&D night. Woohoo! We are doing a goblin wedding side quest tonight. Are you crashing the goblin wedding or are you helping with the goblin wedding? But here's my progress on my illusion shawl. Second picture shows how it's going to end up. These are always so neat. Oh, this looks really cool. And then here's what it's going to look like when it's done. Oh my gosh, Pumpkin, you're going to love this. You're going to wear it everywhere. Skittles. The first pick is a little tea apothecary for my mom because I've been feeling under the weather from my mom because I've been feeling under the weather for the past few days. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet of your mother. What a great little idea. Oh, I love it. I want one of my beds to be just a tea garden, like stuff that I can make tea out of. A painting I did with a palette knife. Those are my favorite types of paintings because they're all texture and I want to touch them. This is gorgeous. I love it so much. I love all this with the rocks down here and the foam, and it's so good. And per usual, my handsome guy being silly. Look at that face every flippin' time. He knows what he's doing. It's the teeth. I can't get past the teeth. They're so cute. You did it in 3 weeks. That's amazing. He loves red and black, Rashana. You're going to finish your hexie in time? Oh, that's okay, T. Lambert. It's okay if you don't finish in time. You can still post it if it's not finished. We just want you to post what you've got by Monday. Samantha, here's my finished half double crochet blanket that I finished tonight. Congratulations on your beautiful blanket. I love it. I like the 3 color tones you've got going there. Earthy Gal, I started a shawl with my larkspur and I'm loving how it's going. The second pick is what it'll look like. My little one got caught stealing laundry from the basket. Oh, this is gorgeous. I'm glad you're enjoying the yarn. I think you picked a great stitch for that particular colorway. Oh yeah, this will be really beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to see it when it's finished. I hope you enjoy it too. Look at this kiddo. They know they got caught too, like caught red-handed. So adorable. Michibi got commissioned for stuffing, working on Triceratops. Almost ready for assembly. YouTube videos and post to follow. Look at that perfectly round little body. Oh my goodness. I love seeing amigurumi faces before they've been put together. They're always the funniest looking thing. It's so cute. This looks great. I love the color too. Megan, here are my blue and green dice bags as requested. They look amazing. You can have some confetti as well. They do. They look really good. You should be proud of them. Matt took a cool trip in the vintage Mercedes project. First sweater progress is the second picture. And then third skein started. New 3D printer setup in an organized area of the house. What? Okay, this is gorgeous, by the way. All these trees. What? And a vintage Mercedes. What? Okay, so here's your sweater progress. This is the first sweater you've made. You're into the third skein. You're using a tin can knits pattern, which is perfect. I hope you're enjoying it and it's been helpful. And I hope you're enjoying knitting sweaters. Sweaters are my favorite thing to knit, seriously. And then your 3D printer setup. Check it out, guys. Okay, what kind of 3D printer do you have? Do you have a filament? It looks like you have a filament printer. I've got a resin 6K printer, and it's not set up right now because we haven't figured out how we're going to set it up in the new house. But I miss printing my minis. This is amazing. My DM and his partner have a filament printer. When I go over there for a game, she and I go and run to see what they're working on. Raw meals. It's the summer night shawl on hot. Oh, okay, cool. My senior cat in one of his naps and some fingerless gloves in BKDK Cynthia's lunchbox. Oh my goodness, look at that little ball of beautiful floof, you guys. It's so cute. Why are cats so perfect? BKDK gloves in Cynthia's lunchbox. Do you love them? Are they soft enough for you? Your stitches are gorgeous. They look really nice on your hands. I love that the color is glowing. This is one of my favorite colors to dye, by the way. I never get tired of looking at it. You did a great job. Catastrophe, making replacement slippers for my sister-in-law. Lucy in a rare moment of calm, and spicy zucchini quesadillas. Oh my god, with avocado and fresh jalapeno and lime. Shut the front door. These look delicious. What the heck? You love half double crochet. I know that it's so good. There's something so satisfying about that stitch. These are super, super freaking cute. Seriously, Catastrophe. I kind of want the pattern. If you could send it to me, that would be great. Look at that sweet, beautiful face. She's so, so adorable. Megan, aren't they? I love it. You guys just inspire me to do stuff all the time. JK, at the beginning of 5 panels I'm weaving to make a blanket, I hope. In a shiny chilling and the fade cardigan with half done collar. Not the best photo of it. That's okay though. This looks so good. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, so it looks like you're using one color across it, but the color that you... See, I know nothing about weaving. I'm so nervous about this stuff, you guys. This looks really, really good though. Oh my gosh, amazing. Shawnee's like, this is for me, right? This the spade sweater you've been making, 100% for me. It's just a blanket for me. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it when it's done. I know, the color is so good. You guys, what a phenomenal show and tell tonight. Great way to end the week. So, as always, you guys just are mind-blowingly talented and inspiring and so supportive. You're not going to mess it up at JK. You're too good to mess it up, honestly. Okay. Remember, local yarn shop day is this Saturday. Definitely go check out a local yarn shop if you can. They want to see your face. COVID was hard for those places, and so the more people that come in and say hey, the happier they're going to be. If you're a patron, we'll be here on Sunday at 11 a.m. right after local yarn shop day. We can talk about how it went if you want, but we're going to be working. Where is it? We're going to be working on our Fleece to Finish project, which this is the Shetland that we've been working on. And we dyed it, we combed it, we did all of the stuff with it. And now I think we're going to either spin it so that it's plied. We're going to ply it with a yarn that's already yarn, I think. Or we'll start the loom up for weaving. I'm not sure. I don't know what we're going to do yet. If we're doing weaving, I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I mean, eventually it's going to be woven, so we'll figure that out. But yes, that's this Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, right here for our patrons. You can become a patron at patreon.com/bosskitty. And all of the VODs for the past Fleece to Finish project, which has been a year-long endeavor at this point, you can find over there. If you're not a patron, we will see you on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Have a wonderful weekend. Get out there and enjoy the sunshine. Do something fantastic for yourself. Buy a skein of yarn if you can do it. And as always, my loves, happy crafting. Good night. Real quickly, I know you guys are still there. Just a reminder that if you don't have a local yarn shop, you can always go over to bosskittyshop.com. We would be honored to be your temporary honorary local yarn shop shop. Thanks, guys.